Everyone who cares about making a difference in society needs to read this book, Breakthrough. This is the incredible true story about how you can make a difference. People say someone should do something, and unfortunately I'm here today to tell you that that someone is going to have to be you. And this story is about, we went to the Inspector General in Congress, we went to the Oversight Committee, they didn't want to do it. The journalists were not doing it. We took it upon ourselves to do it. We used the technology in our pocket, the clothes on our back, and when we needed money, we asked people for money. We became fundraisers when we didn't want to be. And it's the price you have to pay to do what you do. We have to reclaim our power as American citizens from our public representatives who we loaned them power. It's time for them to give us back the power. But the only way we can do that is through the exercise of investigative journalism. It's to expose the fraud, the waste, and abuse, to open people's eyes. And only then can we as citizens have the information necessary to make informed decisions. Breakthrough is the incredible true story about a bunch of young, aspiring truth seekers who shake up major institutions across the country: Acorn, National Public Radio, entitlement programs, election integrity in states across the country, and made a difference, changed laws, forced resignations, got results, and then faced the fire from the machine, from the media, and from the government, and then survived what they faced. So it's a manifesto of war. It's a sort of a Gulliver's Travels for the contemporary times. It's a handbook, a field guide for the aspiring truth seeker, for the aspiring person who wants to speak truth to power.
What is a citizen journalist?
Well, there's a whole discussion right now about what it means to be a journalist. There's a huge semantical debate because today's journalists in the book, Breakthrough, I called them anti-journalists. They actually exist to suppress information. They've certainly tried to suppress the information we've exposed. So it's up to ordinary, normal people to kind of take the place of today's media establishment. They are on the front lines. The citizens are on the front lines, and they are oftentimes called upon to break the big stories. So this book is the story about how we accidentally found ourselves breaking some huge stories and taking it upon ourselves to do the work that they're supposed to be doing.
Of those stories you've broken, what are you most proud of?
My favorite story we ever did is actually one of the smaller ones. We broke it about a year ago, and we were investigating the labor unions in New York. And if our office is in Westchester, New York, and if you're familiar with the unions in New York, they're very powerful. And most people, if you're in the media community, are probably unwilling to do it, not even just for political reasons, but because they're afraid. And we actually went into the labor unions in New York, and we said we wanted to fund a company to dig holes and refill them. That's what we said to the unions. We called ourselves Earth Supply and Renewal, like digging ditches and filling them back in again. And to our shock, these labor union bosses and New York assembly people, on tape, they didn't know they were being taped, were saying to us that's essentially what they do all the time. And they actually said that most of their green jobs programs there in the state of New York are BS, except they use the actual expletive. And this was, to me, I think the most shocking thing we've ever exposed, but nobody covered it. So it's not just uncovering the truth. You somehow have to subvert the complacent media. And this book, Breakthrough, is so filled with lessons and rules and experiences and techniques that we have devised to force the media to pay attention.
Breakthrough, the new book by James O'Keefe, out June 18th. Pre-order it today at breakthroughthemedia.com.